What's up, everybody? This is the D to the L to the N, DLN Sports, and this is the Cash Line. Appreciate y'all tuning back in, man. Appreciate y'all tuning back in. Everything's going good. Shirts came in today. Already got a couple orders. Got a couple shirts going out already. The business cards came in. You know what I mean? The new Cash Line business cards came in. So, like I said, the whole nine's going good. Had a pretty decent night last night. Hit on that soccer again. You know what I mean? Shout out to my dude Sasha Man. He the real deal. He the real deal. I've been chopping it up with him the last couple days on that soccer. He been giving me some insight on that, and I've been playing the last 3 nights and to cash 2 of the nights. Cashed in that WNBA last night. Cashed in that CFL last night. Little cashes, you know what I'm saying? But like I say, all that stuff counts, man. We adding all that stuff together because once the NFL start, you already know what it is. This thing's gonna change, and it's slowly changing now. You see that. Real quick, before I jump into this, we doing the number 2014, the New Orleans Saints. Before I jump into that, just a quick baseball thing for some of my people. I'm going with the two pitchers that I'm going. I'm jumping in that main slate. I'm jumping in there with the big boys. You know what I'm saying? And my pitchers of the day is going to be Garrett Cole and Cueto. You know what I mean? I like both spots that they in. You know what I'm saying? I feel that they both can be successful. I not really didn't want to pay up for Carrasco or pay up for DeGrom. Those are pretty much the two high-priced pitchers on the slate. Didn't really want to pay up for that for the pitchers, so I went down to Cole and Cueto. I feel they're in good positions, and that way I can afford to get the bats I want. You know what I mean? Because that's where I'm going today. I'm going with the big bats. You know what I mean? Now my stacks of the day, my bats of the day is going to be the Seattle Mariners, Arizona Diamondbacks, Houston, and Tampa. You know what I mean? I feel those four teams, if you want to mix and match with those four teams, and I feel you can get some success. I feel those four teams are in good positions to against some pitchers that I feel they can hit off of. You know what I mean? Now, my baller, my shot caller, my slate changer of the day is going to be Joey Votto for the Cincinnati Reds. He got a good VVP against the pitcher that he's going against. Hit a couple home runs on him. Got a good stats against him. So I feel you can play Joey Votto today and be pretty confident in it. So like I say, man, we're going to the number 2014. That's the New Orleans Saints. They went 7-9 last night. They 7-9 last year. Kept their coach. Y'all know what the Saints is, man. That's an offensive juggernaut. That's an offensive juggernaut. Like last year, between the Saints, the Patriots, and the Steelers, that's where I was. That's where I lived at. Brady, Roethlisberger, and Breeze. That's where I lived at last year, and it's going to be pretty much the same this year with a couple different changes. But in that draft in round one, they took a offensive tackle named Ramczyk out of Wisconsin. And them Wisconsin and Stanford and those type teams, they breed them offensive linemen. They breed them offensive linemen. So he's a good pick for them. Help give Drew Brees a little more protection and things like that. Now with in round two, they took a safety, Marcus Williams. Decent safety. Ain't really watched too much of his film or anything on him. But as far as all the things I read about it, he's a decent safety. Now in the third round, they took a running back named Alvin Kamara out of Tennessee. Now, I really don't understand why they did that, but I mean, I'm sure they got their own reasons. But when they brought in Adrian Peterson, they the Mark Ingram, they loaded their running back. So I don't understand why they did that instead of maybe going defense again. But if we go into the positions, y'all, at quarterback, they got the man Drew Brees. He's a statistical juggernaut. Please believe it. One of the best fantasy quarterbacks you can ever have. He's a fantasy owner's dream is to have Drew Brees as your quarterback. You know what I mean? Because this dude puts up stats. He puts up numbers, especially in that dome. He ain't as good on the road. His numbers show it. But as far as at home in that dome, Drew Brees is the real deal, and he's gonna get you a lot of fantasy value. Now running back, they got that Mark Ingram, and they brought in Adrian Peterson. So you know Adrian Peterson is going to be the lead back. The only thing about him is if he can stay healthy, and that's been his thing the whole career. He's one of the best running backs in the league by far, but it just comes down to if he can stay healthy or not. Now at receiver, they got they lost that Brandon Cooks. And Brandon Cooks is the real deal. He's the real deal. And guess where he went? He, of all places for him to go, he went up there to the Patriots. You know what I'm saying? So that just gave Tom Brady another big time record, a big time weapon up there. Now at the other receivers they got is Mike Thompson. Mike Thomas had a breakout year last year. That Mike Thomas is the real deal, y'all. He's the real deal, and I think that's why they got rid of Brandon Cooks. Because last year, towards the end of the year, I was playing Mike Thomas every week, and he became Drew Brees' go-to guy. They also got that Willie Snead and that Ted Ginn Jr. You know what I'm saying? So they got the weapons. They got the weapons at tight end. They got the Kobe Fleener, young dude. I believe he's out of Stanford, and he's the real deal. You know what I mean? He's the real deal. A serviceable tight end. But like I say, Brees is loaded all the way around him, man. He's loaded all the way around him. It's going to be another statistical year that you can play Drew Brees without a problem. Please believe it. Now, their defense, that's where it is. We attack the Saints defense. We attack the New Orleans Saints defense. They're terrible. They've been terrible for a long time. Even when they brought Rob Ryan in, they end up getting rid of him. But they're terrible on the defense, and I attack the Saints defense like any chance I get. You know what I mean? Especially if they're on the road and going up against a good offense. You can attack the Saints defense. Please believe it. I've done it. Like I say, they lost Brandon Cooks to the Patriots. The division last year, the Falcons went crazy. You know what I mean? They were the outbreak team of the year last year. Falcons went crazy at 11-5. You got the Bucks at 9-7. The Saints at 7-9, and then the Panthers, they had a terrible season at 6-10. You know what I mean? They had a real bad season for Cam Newton and boys after coming from that Super Bowl year, and then to have a year like that. But they say it's like that. They say it's hard for a team to go back to the Super Bowl or even have a good year next year. That Super Bowl hangover, I guess, is real. You know what I mean? So my baller, my shot caller, my slate changer for the New Orleans Saints, y'all, is going to be Drew Brees. You know what I mean? Like I say, I can't even say it enough, man. If you got a chance to roster Drew Brees at home, just do it. Keep it simple, man. You ain't got to rack your brain about it or a lot of complications. If you got Drew Brees at home in that dome playing, as simple as that. You know what I'm saying? Because he's gonna get that. He's gonna get 300-400 yards, 3-4 touchdowns. Might not even throw a pick, and that's fantasy value all day. And that's how you get to the cash line. Now my butt squeaker for the New Orleans Saints is going to be Adrian Peterson. And like I said, the only reason that is because you got to hope he don't get injured. You know what I mean? As long as Adrian Peterson don't get injured, you're good to go. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to take a lot of pressure off of Breeze. It's going to change the whole concept, but that offense is loaded all the way around. And Mark Ingram's also a good back. You know what I mean? Now the maggot for the New Orleans Saints is going to be the defense. And I'm going to attack them every chance I get. Every chance I get until they show they can change that system. We got somebody in there different that's going to handle things differently. So just wanted to jump on here real quick, man. That WNBA tonight, we got that 3-game slate. I'm all over it. I'm all over it. The cash line is all over it. And these boys is playing it. You know what I mean? And when we bust them, we're going to post it. Yeah, because tonight on that, what I'm doing on that WNBA is I'm paying down for guards. Because if you notice in the WNBA, most of the points are scored in the paint. You know, this ain't the guys playing. No knock on them, but this ain't the guys playing where they shooting a lot of jumpers, hitting a lot of jumpers. Their game is more inside, and you want to pay down for guards, and you want to pay up for them forwards and centers, because that's where it's at. Like tonight, you got Brittany Griner at 13.5. You got Fouls at 11.8. Tina Charles at 12.6. That Della Doma at 10.9. Then you got Maya Moore at 10.1. So those are the big boys. Those are the big boys. So you want to pay down at the guard. You want to go up and get as many of them big boys as you can, them big girls as you can. You know what I'm saying? And that'll get you to the cash line. I've been doing it. So just wanted to jump on here with y'all, man, real quick, and tell y'all everything's going good. Appreciate the love, and everybody have a good day. And y'all know what it is, man. We getting to that money, cash line, baby.